Y'all, her royal goopness was not happy in court today, and I was there for every minute of it. Okay, truthfully, the trial was very boring. But sort of like all the background stuff, like if you ignored the trial, all the other stuff that was happening inside the trial was really quite fascinating. First of all, Miss Gwyneth was very upset to be on camera. She was like, very resting bitterness face. You know what I mean. She had RBF. She was big mad, big mad that the camera was shining on her face. And look, y'all saw me mad, right? When the man with the whole situation with the blueberry muffins, you saw me mad, and I was having none of it. This is Gwyneth's lawyer when he's mad. Your Honor, I am very upset right now, and my client is upset that there's a camera at her face. Like, I was like, is he speaking out loud? Like, is he whispering? Is he whispering to the judge? Are they trying to keep a secret? What is the problem? Well, Mrs. Goop was upset because the camera was shining right on her face, and she did not like that. I would well imagine that Miss Gwyneth, bless her, lives in a world where she gets to be in charge of everything. I enjoy that for myself too, honestly. Don't we all? Wouldn't you all just like a world where you controlled everything and you can decide when you're going to be on camera and when you're not going to be on camera and who's going to talk to you and who's going to look at you? Daisy, calm yourself. Holly, whoever it is, stop barking. You see me making a video. Wouldn't you like to live in a world where you just controlled everything? I would like to live in a world where my dogs don't bark when I'm over here trying to make a video. But Miss Gwyneth, she is not very happy being out of control. Here are the other things that we learned in the background of this trial. Number one, she don't own Goop. Who knew? We've been thinking of Goop is Gwyneth and Gwyneth is Goop. Turns out that's not her company. She has a minority stake, meaning somebody else owns the company, and she just shows up and does a little stuff and collects a piece of the money. So that's why she wants you to buy all them candles that smell like her coochie, because maybe she gets an extra cut of the coochie candles. I don't know. But what has happened in this case, I get the feeling that both sides are pretty terrible, right? The plaintiff, I don't remember his name because really it's not worth remembering. He was like, I used to have a wonderful outgoing life. I was a wonderfully active guy and my life was wonderful. My children loved me. My girlfriend loved me. And then Gwyneth had this accident on the ski slope where she crashed into me and I bumped my head and I broke some ribs and it was all terrible. And then I became a mean and angry person. See, I have these depositions. Daughter 1 and daughter 2, watch their depositions. And so everybody was like, oh, his daughters are mad. Well, honey, Gwyneth's lawyers got up there and was like, yeah, you have 3 daughters, right? Let's talk about the 3rd daughter. Child, the 3rd daughter was there with all the tea. Now, she was not there, but her deposition was there. And according to the daughter, he was a bad husband. He beat his wife. He was controlling. She didn't speak to him for 13 years. He was a jerk. He was a micromanager. He was a type A personality. She got up on TV and told all the tea. You know what? You was probably better off not bringing this case, dude. I know you think you're going to get $3 million, but I guarantee you it's going to cost you more than that to defend this case. And everyone's going to know that you're a terrible person. Also, it's not like everybody loves Gwyneth either. She sits there with her like scrunched up pouty face and her mean white lady attitude. Not that there's anything wrong with being mean, because I can be very mean if provoked. And it's not that there's anything wrong with being white ladies. I love white ladies. Some of them white ladies are my best friend, just not that kind. You know, there's like regular ladies of all varieties, of all backgrounds, races, whatever. Regular ladies are fine, great. And then there's Karens. We're like, okay, Karens. Above Karens, on the terribleness scale, there are Gwyneths. You know these ladies. The only things they eat are like fresh air and bone broth and occasionally a bean sprout. They have a bad attitude and they're looking down at you and they only smile for their own selfies, but not in yours. We don't need no more Gwyneths. But what I am enjoying is her sitting there pouting and her not standing when everybody else stands up, because I think it makes her amazingly unrelatable. I could just watch this trial all day just because I like seeing everybody's dirty laundry get aired. Honestly, I don't even care what happened on the ski slopes. I really do not. The lawyers snip back and forth at each other, and when they're really mad, they raise their voice above a whisper. It is crazy to me. This is a delightful trial. Again, they're all terrible people. So that frees me up from having to worry about who wins the trial and who loses the trial. They're all bad. So it's fine. Wait, I took notes. Let me see what else I found. Oh. And Gwyneth leaving the courthouse. Listen, they put a camera on with Gwyneth yesterday when she was leaving, and she did not appreciate it. And so today she was like, Judge, her lawyer was like, Judge, there's a camera pointed directly at my client. Girl, you knew this was going to be on TV, right? You know this is court TV. So in case you didn't understand, the TV in court TV meant she was going to be on TV. Surprise! She was none too pleased. And so she got permission to leave before everybody else so the photographers wouldn't get her. So as soon as the jury is dismissed, she just gets up and walks out. The judge is still talking. The lawyers are still lawyering. And she floats herself on out. You know, she's so light. Her feet don't touch the ground. No shade to my skinny sisters out there. But Gwyneth, she's on a whole other level. She's a Gwyneth, you know. Anyway, I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. I will be there watching to see, and I'm going to report back. Meanwhile, I'm celebrating that Zach Anderson was convicted of murder, and he's going to jail. That is very good news because he's a murderer and needed to go to jail. But I talked more about Zach over on the crazed obsessed ex-boyfriend murder trial over there in Wisconsin. Go on and find that down in the links. Leave me a comment. Are you watching Gwyneth? Tell me what you think about her. I'm not a fan, but I'm going to watch every minute of this trial and none of her movies. You have a good night now. Bye.